everyone, and welcome to today's video, which is a special one, kind of, sort of, because you guys made it happen because of all the thumbs up you gave the last video about wanting to hear about the first time I got drunk. I've never spoken about this, and I was thinking, why have I never talked about this? And I was like, oh right, because underage drinking is not okay. But I did want to share my experience because underage drinking is gonna happen regardless of the laws and stuff that are there. I know most of the kids in my school drink far before they were 21. And Wolf is playing in the background if you hear noises. I was never one of those person to want to go out and party and get drunk, but I was always curious about it because my sister was older and I would see her drink with her friends, and it just was something that I was curious about and wanted to know. So anyways, there were kind of two instances that I'm going to talk about. The first was my very first semi-formal. Me and my friend Rachel went to the dance together, and after we're like, alright, we're gonna go back to my house and we're gonna drink a bunch of wine coolers. So we snuck into the fridge and got, I think, like 2 wine coolers each, or maybe like 3, I don't remember exactly. But we were upstairs in my, I lived in an apartment and we had this attic, and in the attic I had my computer room and like a futon. And anyways, we put the futon down and we just started drinking, and it was totally friendship level. Like nothing ever was going to happen from this because I am gay. We didn't know that at the time exactly, but I had no physical attraction to her whatsoever. She's a beautiful girl. So anyways, we started drinking the wine coolers and I got drunk pretty fast. I just remember we each had our own sleeping bag, and when I got into my sleeping bag, I thought I became a mermaid. So I started pretending that I was Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and I was flapping like the sleeping bag as if it was a fin. And that's, I think, the key thing that I remember from that night. I just thought I was a mermaid. Now, going on to the more, and I don't think I was officially drunk. I think I was just like a little buzzed because like getting drunk off of wine cooler isn't really, I don't know. Anyways, the real time that I can remember being drunk and it being like a sort of bad experience was the time that I went to Cape Cod. My dad's girlfriend had this like Cape house. So we went there for the weekend and everyone left. My sister stayed in the like guest house part of the house, and she went out with her friends, and it just left me and my younger cousin. We found this pina colada mix, which was by TGI Fridays, like the TGI Fridays pina colada mix. And we're like, okay, let's get drunk tonight. And it was so stupid. We had no clue what the heck we were doing. So we both like poured a big glass of just the pina colada mix, and we put like ice in, and we're like, it was good for the first 5 sips, and then after it just got so disgusting. But we kept drinking it because we wanted to get drunk. Ugh, it was so sickening, and we're like, okay, it's not working, so what else can we do? So we start scurrying around the house looking for anything that has alcohol in it. So we found wine, and we poured a little glass of that, and the wine was so disgusting. It did not taste good at all. Still to this day, I'm not a huge wine fan, but I will drink it. But being that like new to alcohol, like wine is so disgusting. But we wanted to get drunk, so we just like chugged some wine and still didn't feel anything. So then we found some beer. So we drank some beer, and then we, I think, found something harder alcohol. I don't remember if it, at that point, what it was. I think it might have been vodka. So we tried drinking vodka with some orange juice, and that was all right. And then it like hit me so fast, and I was like, oh my god, I'm very drunk. And then like I would skip throughout the night of just remembering things. And This is really bizarre, but I remember walking around the house trying to find water. Actually, my cousin was like, all right, we need to drink water. And I was like, oh my God, I know where it is. I had no idea where it was, but I knew where it was, if that makes sense. I was like, I know where it is. And then I take him straight to it, but I had never seen the water there before. So it was like the water gods were talking to me, telling me that I needed to hydrate myself. And they sent me signals of where the water was. I just remember thinking I was so cool. And then my sister got home with her friends and they had their own crazy night. I think they ended up hiding in a bush that night. So all these drunk people come back to this house, including myself. And again, I thought that I was a mermaid. So I'm like on the ground, like flapping around thinking that I'm a mermaid. When my sister gets back, they are like, all right, we need to like calm you down. So they get me some like food to like take in. They give me like a little rolled up sandwich and I end up throwing it at my sister's friend's face. And I just felt so bad the next day after hearing it, and they took pictures and stuff. I'll see it. I think I have some pictures of what I looked like during that. If I found them, they're right here. Then things got real bad. I started to feel sick and I went straight to the bathroom and I ended up throwing up like pretty much the entire night. It was very fast. It normally like, oh no, that's not that normal. So I ended up puking in the bathroom and passing out in the bathroom, and my sister would just come in and rub my back, and it was really sweet of her. And then the next morning was absolutely awful. I had the worst hangover ever. I mean, it was my first hangover, so it was the worst. I felt like I was dying. It was not fun. I was like, okay, I'm never ever drinking again. It definitely was not a fun aftermath. So essentially that was the first time I ever got drunk, and I'm not condoning underage drinking at all. I'm just sharing my experience. A lot of people can get into a whole lot of trouble and could be very bad. It's not good for kids to drink, period. Their bodies just aren't made for alcohol yet, or to handle it well enough. So don't drink. Don't drink, kids. Learn from my experience. You'll think you're a mermaid. No, just kidding. That sounds fun. It wasn't that fun. Okay. But anyways, I just thought it would be interesting to share my first drunk experience. And yeah, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And that is all for today's video. I will see y'all tomorrow. Who dan bye. All right, buddy, sit down. Sit, good boy. That feel nice? That's nice. You like it. Okay, let's put this down.